Stella Kidd and Kelly Severide are the best couple on Chicago Fire. If you don't agree with that, we can't be friends. But even if you think they're overrated, you have to agree that the cliffhanger at the end of season 10 had us all at the edge of our seats, right? Luckily though, we might have had a sneak peek inside the next season. So let's talk about what we can tell so far, shall we? First up, the BTS footage. So, the last we saw of Severide, they were on their honeymoon, and it was so satisfying to watch these two finally be together after more than like 5 or 6 years of on again, off again. But of course, they had to spoil the fun by having that stupid SUV chase them to their trip. In the end, they showed us that a sketchy man had made his way to their suite. Come on, man, we've waited too long for this. Move. In the classic TV show fashion, they had the fans worried about the fates of these two beloved characters. But they weren't too slick after all, were they? Thanks to Daniel Kyrie, or Darren from the show, we know that at least one of them is safe. Like, for real safe. And that's our girl, Stella. Daniel posted a short video from the set of the show. What did we see behind the scenes? We saw Miranda Rae Mayo sitting right there, and she was wearing her wedding ring. This means, of course, that she made it out of that suite alive and well. A big hug to Kyrie, because the wait for September 21st was getting too long anyway. We shall remember your service, sir. Still, that's not all there is. We know that the guy from the SUV didn't mean well at all. So what really went down in that room? Chances are he attacked them both and Stella escaped somehow. But this shouldn't be enough for you to just calm down and stop worrying. Why? Because this show has a way of keeping its characters in some serious conflict all the time, even if they don't kill them. And to think that the couple just escaped without a scratch is just too good to be true, especially now that they're married. It's mostly their chemistry that keeps the audience glued to the screen, and that chemistry has mostly developed through conflict. So yeah, she's alive, that's good news, but there might be some bad news somewhere too. Next, let's talk about Severide. So, what about the other half of the couple? Where was he in the BTS footage? Nowhere. Alright, no fear-mongering, he's alive. We know this because actor Taylor Kinney stated that he was very excited to start working on season 11, and no actor has ever been excited to play a corpse. Nope. Also, in a picture of him with a fan, you could clearly see that he was wearing the character's wedding ring. He'll be back for action and to be the machoest macho at Firehouse 51. Apologies, Casey, he takes the crown, you know that. Alright, that's enough optimism, now let's monger some fear. Let's go back to the creepy intruder. We know that most of the fan favorite scenes between Severide and Kidd have been the ones where he jumps in out of nowhere to protect her from some kind of danger. To be honest, that's why they chose such a sweet moment to introduce a threat, just so we could see the protective lieutenant in his full form. Here's what's worrying though. Now that the show finally gave us the pleasure of our fave couple tying the knot, they'll do something horrible to hurt our feelings, won't they? So what we're trying to say is that maybe Kelly won't be able to flawlessly defend himself from the attacker. Stella's in one piece, but we can't say the same about her husband. How nice it is to finally be able to call him that. This thing could be used to keep the two apart for some time, and who knows, maybe this time it will be Stella who'll have to save him from a life-threatening situation. There you go, folks. You can celebrate that the couple will live to see another day, but don't be too sure about a happily ever after just yet. This is Chicago Fire we're talking about. They took years to get them together. They'll probably take more than that to let them and us have some blessed peace. But they could die this next season, right? With couples like this one, we're not really star-crossed, but also, stars aren't exactly aligned either. The fear of one of them dying to make things intense is always looming over fans' heads, so if you're scared for Severide, it's understandable. If you ask us though, we'd tell you to calm down because these two will live a long life. See, the show's great and the other couples are lovely, but now Taylor and Miranda have kind of become the faces of this TV show. Killing them would be the showrunners shooting themselves in the leg. And you have to consider that this show took a decade to come to this point. It won't make sense for them to just shut the book of a couple they've been building up for so long. It's not just about the love lives either, it's about the work dynamics too. There just isn't a Firehouse 51 without Severide and Stella. This is kind of where the trouble is. As much as we hate to say this, a sad ending of a love story sticks with the audience much more than a happy one does. Go ahead and see what your top favorite love stories are. The tragic ones will come to your head first. Kelly and Kidd could pull off a sad, memorable ending too, but it would only make sense for them in the last season. Now the thing is that Chicago Fire is NBC's most popular show, which is why they renewed it for 3 seasons at once after season 8. For now, it isn't official that there will be another season after 11, but considering how things have gone so far, it most probably will. This show's not going anywhere. Not to mention how fans would eat the writers alive if they don't give them the fair share of the Stellaride content they've waited so long for. That's it. If the fate of these lovebirds worries you, you can be sure that they're safe, at least until the final season. For now, just relax and wait for September to see what goes down in the crazy world of Chicago Fire. Now that you're all caught up, let's fill you in on some other news. First, we have the potential crossover. Alright, blink if you're already already sick of the crossover drought in the Chicago television universe. We haven't had one of those epic episodes since the pandemic started, and the patience is wearing out, to say the least. The good news is that in season 11, you can expect one coming. We'd want a full-blown, over-the-top kind of mixing of med and PD, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. The one we can be sure of, though, is a Chicago PD crossover. Remember that drug thing Severide stumbled upon? Well, that case was handed to the PD, and we didn't get to see what happened next in the finale. In fact, that intruder in the honeymoon suite also probably had something to do with it. So buckle up, we're getting an episode of the PD getting to the bottom of this case. And you know what, NBC? We won't mind if you take a stop at med somewhere in the middle too. And there's a new addition. Season 11 of Chicago Fire is going to be fire. There's a new mystery character added to the show. The handsome Jake Lockett was added to the cast. It was never announced, but fans figured it out because he was seen on set with Miranda Rae Mayo. So, who could he be playing? Probably a new firefighter. And also, he might have something to do with Lieutenant Severide. From the shirts he was seen wearing, he'll either be a member of Truck or Squad. Oh, and he was there right from the early days of filming, which means we can expect to see him in the first few episodes. So, get ready for some more chaos as a new mysterious guy enters the universe. Lastly, the birds that fled the nest. There's a lot we can thank the Chicagoverse for, but did you know this was where Joe Keery appeared before Stranger Things? Yep, the OGs know that he was Emmett before he was Steve Harrington. He was in 2 episodes of Chicago Fire, and he played a teenager looking for his biological father. He thinks he knows who he is, but by the end, he only manages to find his half-sister Lizzie. Yeah, we know you want to watch this right now. Lucky for you, we've dug deep to find you the exact episodes you can see Joe Keery in. Here are the 2 2015 episodes he appeared in: Forgive You Anything and Red Rag the Bull. Enjoy. Agent Harmon, or the unknown superhero Agent Man, and Barb's dad from Stranger Things have also appeared in the Chicago TV shows, but we doubt you'd care about them after learning about Keery. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think one of them will die? And is Severide your favorite ship on the show? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.